Don't think. Feel. It is like a finger pointing to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you will miss all that heavenly glory. You understand?
Good day, guys. Alright. This video today, basically going to talk about, it was actually a response. This is a response video for Miss So. And for those who else was wondering about this. But basically I'm going to share the little story about meeting my wife here. I made a video, I think a couple years back. I can't remember the name of the video, but I basically talked about how I met my wife, how we met. So, yeah, here we go. So basically what happened was, let's see, how far back should I go? Okay, so before I moved to Columbus, you guys know I'm originally from Akron. I came down to Columbus a few weekends with a couple friends, and I decided from there that I would move here because the city here is very diverse compared to Akron. Akron is a very small town. I mean, they have a lot of foreigners there, but it's not the same as it is here in Columbus. So I was already in an apartment up in Akron, and I still moved down here. I moved with a friend. That's how bad I wanted to move down here. So moved down to Columbus. I was back and forth from Columbus to Akron just to check up on my lease there. But then at the end, when my lease was up, I went back up there and cleared everything out and moved back down here to Columbus. And then yeah, I was here for, I think it was like a month or two. Yeah, for like 2 months. And me and my buddy Ron, his name is Ron, we used to always like to go to the library every time. Library, it could be a library or a cafe. And we'll have our book bags, just basically going on power-up missions. That's all we did. And one day he decided to go to the library, and this was like early in the morning, and I was knocked out because I stayed up late playing video games with a buddy of mine, another buddy of mine. And he opened the door and he asked me, he yelled, he said, "Yo, you want to go to the library? You want to go to the library with me?" He's like, he said, "I'm about to go up here for a few hours." And then I told him that I didn't want to go. I said, "Nah, I don't want to go. I'm going to just stay here because I stayed up all night. I'm tired." And plus, at the time I was growing some dreads here. I had my hair was all over the place. I had rubber bands. I had like rubber bands, like a mohawk rubber band. My hair was just wild that day. And I told him that I wanted to stay home, and he said, "Well, he's like," he said, "You know them Asians gonna be up there." He said, "You know them Asians gonna be up there." And I said, "Oh man, let me get up." So I just got up, put some clothes on. I threw on my Sean John. I had a Sean John shirt on. It said, they had a Chinese character that said "Forever." I threw that on, and I threw my wallabies on, my khakis, and we just went up there. My hair was still wild. I went up there, had my book bag, and when we got to the library, he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go this way." He's like, "I'm gonna go over here," and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go over here to the movie section." So I was walking around, and then that's when I spotted, I saw her at the movie. She was looking at some movies, and then like I said, at first I was like, okay, how am I going to approach her? So, and again, I wasn't looking for a girlfriend at the time. I just wasn't in the right situation to be in a relationship. So, yeah, I went up to her and I asked her if she knew where the action movies was. I know it probably sounded corny at the time, but I asked her this in English. And then she looked at me, she said, and then, again, I was looking wild, my hair was wild. And I asked her again if she knew where the action movies were. She said, "Oh," she's like, I don't know. And then because I thought she was Korean, so I started speaking some Korean to her. And then she looked at me, and then she smiled a little bit. She said, "Oh, I'm not Korean." And then I said, oh, I was so messed up. I was so embarrassed. It's like, man, I done messed up. And then I asked her in English, I said, "So where you? May I ask where you from?" And then she said, "Oh, I'm from Taiwan." And then after that, then I knew that they spoke Chinese in Taiwan. So I switched to Chinese and started speaking that. And hold on for a second. I switched to Chinese and we started speaking in that, and it was so funny because she was like real surprised. And I looked around, I looked at the receptionist. They were staring at me. It was like they thought I was harassing her. They didn't say anything to me, but the way they were looking at me was like what are you doing? You're harassing her or something like that. She was surprised, and we were just speaking. And we had a pretty long conversation, and then like we were talking about the languages, and she told me that she studied Japanese, and it was like I thought it was interesting, and I started speaking in Japanese, and it was just crazy. But yeah, we spoke for a little bit, and then we decided to. Well, actually, I asked her maybe we could become friends, and I wasn't trying to, like I said again, I wasn't trying to become her boyfriend or anything. It was just at the time, it's like, okay, perhaps we can become friends. We practice Chinese. That's it, And then like that's what happened. And I told my friend about it, and because like it was we did this. Like I said, this wasn't the first time. We went to that same library before and spoke to other Chinese people. So it wasn't the first time. It wasn't like I was going on a mission to find a girlfriend. So yeah, that's how we met, and you guys already know what happens with the next part is. So I don't know. We started getting closer, and I don't know. At the time I felt that I kind of felt strange because she's like older than me, like 10 years, and at the time I was only like 21, and she was like 31. So I could feel like our relationship was getting closer, and then I just told her that I told her I don't know if it's a good idea to try to get into some sort of relationship because she's older than me, and it's just our situations are different, and it was like she didn't care, and I don't know, it was just scary for me because like I said, I wasn't looking for anybody, and I was trying to get on my own feet. Wasn't in a situation to be in a relationship with a girl when I'm barely making it on my own. I'm trying to take care of myself. So yeah, that's what happened, and we ended up getting into a relationship, and it just started getting more serious, and she was doing all this stuff for me, and it was just crazy. And my friend was like, "Dang, what happened?" He's like, "You guys in a relationship or something?" And I was like, "I don't know, man." But yeah, and I just told her like I was like, yeah, you need to let your family know. I don't want this to be some sort of a secret, because I'm not the type of person to be in some relationships where secrets are being kept. I don't want to have any interfere. I don't want to interfere in people's families and break their families up because of these secrets and stuff. So I told her that it would probably be best for her to tell her family what's going on, and she did. And we got on the computer. They had a camera, and I got to talk to them, and it was great, And then later on, got a chance to go to Taiwan and meet them in person, and her mom had this big ceremony for us. We had a big dinner. Her mom's side of the family, her dad's side, from everybody were there. We went to this place. They had a big room. It was like a party room. Everybody was there, just all kinds of Chinese food, and it was just overwhelming for me. I didn't know how to. It was just crazy, and I was on the spot. I was like literally on the spot. Everybody came from different cities just to see me. Like she had family come from Taipei and just all other a lot of other provinces. They just came to Chiayi City just to see me, and that was, I don't know, very, very crazy for me. But yeah, that's what happened, and I don't know. It's sort of like I feel that I got lucky or something. I don't know, because she's a really good woman and stuff, and we've been together for like 10 years, and we have a really good relationship. Very, very good relationship. 10-year relationship. We've been married for 5 years, and like our relationship is based off of, I think this is why our relationship is strong, because it's based off of trust. We trust each other, support, and everything is mutual. We don't do this thing like, well, you're the man, you're supposed to do this, you're the woman. Basically, no one wears the pants here. Okay, there is not one person here that wears the pants. It's mutual. It's a mutual relationship. it's a mutual relationship, and we can sit down and talk about certain things and try to come to understanding. We don't let friends get involved as far as making decisions for us, because I think that's another thing. When you have, you got to be able to take care of things on your own without having others get involved. I think this is very important. So, some people may not agree with what you do, but it's not their problem. It's not for them to worry. Even if they're friends, it's good that they have a concern for it, but it's between you and your wife or husband, whatever. But our relationship is really, really good. We don't argue, and it's just great. So that's how it happened. That's how we met, and yeah, she's I think she's like 40. Yeah, she's 40 now, and then I'm 30. So yeah, it's great. I don't know. I honestly could say that I'm a different person. I learned a lot from her. She made me a better person in general. I was always a good person, but it's like I learned so much from her, and she made me better overall. So yeah. So that's it. That's how it happened, and I hope you guys enjoyed the story. So thanks for viewing, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for viewing the video.